And of course, the war in Gaza, which is really coming to an end. We have little fires that we'll put out, but they're little. They were giant, massive fires, and now they're down to little fires, and we can put them out very easily. We have 59 countries that are involved in peace in the Middle East. Many of them not in the Middle East. They're near the Middle East, but they're not in the Middle East. And many have said that if Hamas doesn't do what they promised they would do, and I think they probably will, but they were born with rifles in their hands. They were literally born. The first day they had a rifle put into their hands, but they have to give up their weapons. And if they don't do that, it's going to be the end of them. But many countries have told me we want to go in and do it. And they really aren't countries that you traditionally think of as being involved in that. But that's the fire.
Before we get to that debate, live pictures and news that is happening as we speak, which is that Donald Trump is currently signing the Gaza Peace Charter. He is doing so with a whole series of world leaders all gathered at the World Economic Forum. President Trump has not made any comment as yet, but as you can see, the signing ceremony is here to be established with leaders of several different countries. When he starts to speak to this matter, we will get to it a little bit later, but obviously there, a couple of world leaders. The expectation as well is that apart from all of these people offering to help, it's sort of the next stage of, remember, after the ceasefire was announced and he went to Israel, there was, of course, all of those Arab countries that came together and signed essentially a promise for peace as well. This is the next version of it, but as you can see, the Prime Minister of Hungary and others are going to do it. If you want to watch more of that, that's happening on Extra. If there's any comments, we'll obviously show that to you straight away.
Hezbollah in Lebanon, we have to do something about that. But these are, I call them remnants. They're small remnants compared to what it was before. It was massive, large, powerful countries fighting each other. We're going to be very successful in Gaza. It's going to be a great thing to watch, and we can do other things. We can do numerous other things. Once this board is completely formed, we can do pretty much whatever we want to do, and we'll do it in conjunction with the United Nations. You know, I've always said the United Nations has got tremendous potential, has not used it, but there's tremendous potential in the United Nations, and you have some great people at the United Nations. But so far it hasn't. You know, on the 8 wars that I ended, I never spoke to the United Nations about any of them. And you would think that I should have. You would think they could have done those 8 wars, but they couldn't have. And they tried, I guess, in some of them, but they didn't try hard enough. But there's tremendous potential with the United Nations. And I think the combination of the Board of Peace with the kind of people we have here, coupled with the United Nations, can be, you know, something very, very unique for the world. Together, we are in a position to have an incredible chance. I don't even call it a chance. I think it's going to happen. To end decades of suffering, stop generations of hatred and bloodshed, and forge a beautiful, everlasting, and glorious peace for that region and for the whole region of the world, because I'm calling the world a region. The world is a region. We're going to have peace in the world. And boy, would that be a great legacy for all of us. Everybody in this room is a star, or you wouldn't be here.